Hi friends, my name's Sophie. Welcome back to your practice. Today we're moving through a stretchy, yummy, slow flow that's great for any time of the day, whenever you need it. You're going to need 2 blocks for today's practice. And we're getting started in one of my favorite poses, a supported fish. So you'll put the blocks, they're going to go underneath your upper back, your mid to upper back, and underneath your head. I like to put them kind of long ways on the middle height on both, and then you can adjust it once you get there. So you're going to come to lay down. One block goes like to the mid to upper back, the other block goes under your head. And feel free to move it around. There's no like hard right or wrong for this pose and where the blocks go. It's wherever it feels best for you. If it's too much, lower the blocks. If you want more, you can actually make the one under your head lower than the one under your back, and that'll increase the openness of the chest. Once you get settled, reach your arms overhead and grab onto your wrists or elbows or somewhere in between. Let your legs relax, maybe even shake out your feet side to side. Just loosen everything up. Soften the face and the eyes. And we're going to use a mantra for today's practice. And it is something along the lines of, I trust in my path, or I trust the process. And pick something along the lines of that if it calls to you. And we'll use that throughout the practice to remind us to trust. Now take your arms straight overhead and bring them into a cactus or goalpost shape. Let the elbows are obviously floating off of the ground. And as you inhale, re-extend your arms overhead. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, bring them down. Feel that openness through the chest. And last time, inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it down. Now keep them here and lower the arms all the way down to the earth so the palms are facing up and the hands are down by your sides. Good. Option to bring the feet together and the knees wide. And put your right hand on your heart and your left hand on your belly. And just give yourself some love. Feel your heartbeat under your hand. Feel the belly rise and fall. I trust in my path. And we're going to release the arms down and gently make your way off of the blocks and back down onto your back. So slide those blocks out of the way and lower all the way back down. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock a little bit side to side. Feel the weight of your back of your head on the ground. Feel it rocking side to side. And whatever went on before you got on your mat today or during this week or during this month, let's let go. Let go of any tension or holding. We tend to hold on to things really, really tight. And it's not until we remind ourselves to let go that we can feel that release, that freedom. And now we're going to keep the right knee in the chest and take the left leg long to the ground. And then take your right knee over to the left side for a twist. Not too long here, but as you open your right arm out to the right, bend the elbow so you have your arms like in a half cactus. And anchor your right hip forward and down towards your left foot. Relax the muscles in the face, in the neck. Relax the collarbones. Then gently bring the knee back to center. Hug it in. Switch legs. Bring the left knee in and the right leg long. And then take the knee over to the right side and left arm out to the left. Feel the spine unraveling. Observe the wisdom of your breath as it moves effortlessly in and out of your body. And gently bring the knee back to center. Hug both knees into the chest. And then make your way up into tabletop. Good. From there, grab your blocks and bring them to the front of your mat. I just realized that I have animal fur all over my legs. Not that you guys would really notice, but you know how it goes. Once you come to table, you're going to turn the hands around so the fingers face your knees. Let's tuck the toes also. And we're just stretching into the forearms and the toes. Move around side to side, front to back. And come back to center. Turn your hands back around so they face forward. And then take your left foot out to the left, like a kickstand, and take your right leg straight back behind you. Reach your right arm back up to the sky, or straight up to the sky. Modified side plank. Either stay here or lift your right leg up. And then either stay there or bend the knee and grab onto your foot and kick your foot back into your hand to create a little back bend. If this is stressful or difficult, then feel free to skip it. If you are here, you're stretching through the front of the right hip and getting a little back bend. And take another deep breath in and out. Re-extend your right leg. Take your right arm up. Put your hand back down, or your foot back down to the ground. And now reach your right arm over your ear. Press down to the bottom of your right foot. Then reach your right arm back up. Inhale. Exhale, come into tabletop. Good. Take your right foot out to the right. Extend your left leg straight back behind you. And then take your left arm up to the sky. Lift your left leg up or stay where you are. And then you can stay here or bend the knee, grab onto your foot, kick the foot into your hand and back bend. Trust the body. Trust the process. Re-extend your left leg, reach your left arm up. Put your left foot down on the ground and take your left arm over your ear. And reach your left arm up to the sky, inhale. Tabletop, exhale. Come into child's pose, knees wide, feet together, forehead to the earth. Feel your hips sink back. That nice, comforting, loving sensation. And ask yourself right here, what am I holding on to? And a lot of the times, our problems are, I would say all of the time, our problems are not external, they are internal. And so you might not have to change something externally. You might just have to change something within the mind. And change your habits. What am I holding on to? Walk your hands back up and walk the hands all the way up. Keep the knees where they are. Then bring your hands right underneath your shoulders, just on your fingertips. And as you inhale, you're arching your back. We're taking a back bend, like a cow, like cat pose. And exhale, round like cat. Keep going. And of course, if this is uncomfortable for your legs, just do it in tabletop instead. Normal cat cows. Traditional. Couple more rounds of cat cow, dynamically moving. Come back into neutral. And then walk your hands forward and come into tabletop. Downward facing dog. Hips go up and back. Pedal out your heels. Shift forward into plank. Lower all the way down to the ground. Bring your fingertips wide and lift your chest up. Enjoy the openness. Try not to crank the neck back too much. Just look straight forward or have a little bit of a neck extension. Inhale. Exhale, lower back down to the ground. Plant your hands. Press back up into table. And downward facing dog. Lift your right leg to the sky. Take a couple of breaths here. I want you to stay here as if this is a pose, because it is. But a lot of the times we just transition. Can you anchor your left hip back and feel the sensation through the outer left leg? Relax your head. Inhale. Exhale, step your foot outside of your right hand. Lizard. Set your back knee down on the ground. And then put your forearms either on your blocks or on the ground and relax your head down. Let go of the work or the effort on the back of the neck. Press down to the top of your back foot. You can stay or you can rise up onto your hands and maybe go for a quad stretch by reaching the right arm back and grabbing onto the foot. Make sure you're drawing the right shoulder down and back so there's no sinking down. There's expansion through the chest for 3, 2, on 1, release your foot. Slide your right foot between your hands. We're going to lift the back knee. Grab your blocks as well. You can always get rid of them if you don't want them. So we're in a lunge. Inhale. Exhale, straighten out your right leg. Inhale, bend your right knee. Exhale, straight. Press down into the big toe mound of the right foot. Keep going a few more times dynamically. Once more, inhale. Exhale, straighten the legs, stay here. Maybe you walk the hands forward if you need more. So it's like a modified pyramid. Your back heel is lifted. Your nose comes towards your knee. Notice how you're pressing down into the right foot. Try to press down into the ball mound. The toes are spread. Pressing into the heel. Good, and then bend the knee back into lunge and lift your left leg up for standing splits. Again, you can still have your hands on the blocks or you can put your hands on the ground. Now take your left foot over to behind the right leg to the right side, maybe even off of the mat. Legs are crisscrossed. I'm going to give you a couple options here. You can stay and just enjoy that stretch. You can step your left foot back a little further, so it's kind of like you're more into a lunge position with a crisscross legs. And then lastly, you can bend your left knee and then straighten it. And you can do that a few times. That kind of just intensifies the stretch a little bit. It's an already intense stretch, so don't feel like you have to do that. And clearing out through the outer right leg, clearing out through the shin. Good, so we're going to straighten both legs again if they're not already there. Come back into standing splits. Lift your leg high, drop your head, and then step back into low lunge. Put your back knee down on the ground and reach your arms up. Bring the hands together, Kali Mudra. Thumbs and index fingers are pressing together to the sky. Feel your power. Feel your truth. I trust in my path. Everything is exactly how it's supposed to be. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands down to the ground. Lift your back knee. Step back to downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up. Keep your leg straight. We did not bend the knee. Keep the leg straight, and we're stretching here. We're plugging the right hip back and squaring the hips. The left leg is long, strong, and level. How's your breath doing? Inhale. Step your foot outside of your left hand on your exhale. We just take a moment to settle into lizard. And then set your back knee down, untuck your toes, and either stay where you are or put your forearms down on the ground. Press down into the top of the right foot. Soften the face. Come up onto the hands or stay where you are. Reach the left arm up maybe and grab onto your foot. You could also just reach the arm up and not grab onto the foot. Smile with the chest. Smile with your face. For 3, 2, 1. Release your hands down. Slide your foot between your hands. Grab your blocks. Lift your back knee. Inhale. Exhale, straighten your left leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straight. Keep going like that. Feeling the whole sole of the left foot rooted down. 2 more. Last one. And then we stay here. We take a couple breaths. Bring your nose towards your knee. What do you feel? What are you experiencing? Lift up halfway. Make your way into standing splits. Lift that right leg up to the sky. Then bring your right foot over, across, behind the left leg, over to the left. Both legs straight. You can stay, or you can step your right foot back a little further for a longer stance. You could bend your right knee and straighten it a few times. Go slow. Maybe once more if you're doing that. And lift your right leg up to the sky. Inhale, standing splits. Step back to low lunge. Exhale. Set your knee down on the ground. Reach the arms up for Anjaneyasana and bring the hands together into Kali Mudra. Index fingers and thumbs together. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands down. Move the blocks. And we'll step back to down dog. Take a breath in and out. Good. Set your knees down on the ground. We're going to come into a seat now. So take your legs out in front of you. And take your leg, or we'll take the legs, all the way straight out in front of us for Paschimottanasana. So sit tall, flex your feet, bend your knees, reach your arms up. Inhale, grab onto the feet on your exhale. Your knees are still bent. Inhale, lengthen, knees still bent. Exhale, fold. Relax your head. Now, once you get there, if you want to then re-straighten the legs all the way, you're welcome to. And we're breathing into the whole back body. You can visualize energy running from the heels all the way up the calves, up the hamstrings, up your pelvis, up the back, all the way to the crown of the head. And stretching all the nerves on the back body. Every single moment you spend in this practice, you're healing yourself from within. You are changing your genetics, healing the people that will be coming after you. We'll slowly rise back up when you're ready. Lower down onto your back and bring a block with you. Actually, bring both blocks just in case. And we're going to lift the hips and slide a block on the middle height, right underneath your sacrum. So it's not on your lower back. It's kind of like right above your tailbone. And let's just take a moment here to ground down into the block. This is such a grounding pose. Supported bridge. Notice if your chin is stuck in your chest, can you give a little lift? Nothing crazy. And you can stay, or if you want even more, you can put both blocks on the lowest height underneath of you, and that'll give you a lot of height. Remember to do what's right for you. Listen to your body. Let your hips melt over the blocks. If you think about it, the hips do a lot of work all day in every position to support us. When we're sitting, when we're standing, the hips take on a lot of pressure, a lot of weight. And so that's why I love this pose, because it gives them a chance to actually relax. And it feels pretty profound because we realize that we rarely open the front of the hips in such a way. Go ahead and gently lift your hips up and slowly slide the blocks out of the way onto the ground next to you. And we're going to windshield wiper the legs side to side. So take the feet wide and let them go side to side. You can take the arms overhead if you want. Make a frame around your head. Lean into this really soothing motion of dynamic movement. And bring the knees back up. Bring your feet together and your knees wide. Just kind of like we did at the beginning when we were on the blocks. You can keep your arms overhead if you want, or right hand on heart, left hand on belly. Notice what it feels like to be fully immersed in the experience of your body, of your being. This is the path, this is the process. It's all happening right now. And it's perfect. When you're ready, gently bring the knees up and rest your body all the way down for Shavasana. Close your eyes. Feel the breath moving. Feel it moving your chest up and down. Like ocean waves. Feel the skin on your forehead spread wide, all the way down to the temples and the ears. Feel the sensation of relaxation on the surface of your body. The longer we stay, the more we realize that we can relax even further. When you thought that your face couldn't possibly relax anymore, it goes one step deeper. So give yourself permission right now to melt into that awareness. Trust that you are capable of experiencing peace and tranquility and serenity right here, right now. Now let's begin to bring ourselves slowly and gently back by inviting small movements into the body. When you're ready, find even more movement and maybe a full body stretch with arms overhead. And eventually bend your knees and roll yourself onto one side. From there, gently press up to a seat. Let's bring the palms together. And I thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through this special practice. Let's bow together in gratitude for this practice. Thanks again for being here. If you enjoyed it, I'd love to know. I'd love to hear from you. So comment and let me know. If not, just give the video a like. And if you're not subscribed, then subscribe so that we can continue to work together, move together, and experience bliss together. Hope you have a great rest of your day or your evening, and I will see you next time.